wrestling, and that means, Dewey Robertson, that he knows how well you have been doing, especially since the first of the year.
Larry, I've been doing well for quite some time, but I just want to mention one thing about Dory Funk. You throw that name at me. Some time ago, when I used to stand in the wings and watch many world champions come and go wherever I was at, and at one time, Dory Funk went by. Well, if you work hard, I don't care what ladder you're climbing. Someday you're going to get near the top of that ladder, and Dory Funk has been right on the top. And if I was to take and put everything I had and all the knowledge I have about wrestling and how I love it so much, same as the wrestling fans in this area who are out there supporting it every time I come here, I'll bet you. I swear. Now hold on. I've showed you that I know the figure four, and I know the figure four very well, and I know that Dory Funk knows how to counterhold the figure four. But Dory Funk also knows, Larry, that I know how to put the counter on for the spinning toe hold.
Which, of course, is Dory's main move, but if you can counter that, and actually the counter to the spinning toe hold would put you in position for the figure four, would it not?
It just tells a long story, Larry, that Dory Funk... I'm not in the wings now. I'm ready for Dory Funk.
It should be a great wrestling match. Dewey Robertson, Dory Funk. Dewey, thanks for coming by. We'll be back with more right after.
Dewey Robertson takes on Ron McFarland. And everybody here obviously still talking about what happened between the Bruiser and Flair. I can remember it as plain as day the time that Flair wrestled Pat O'Connor here, and I can remember other matches. In fact, I can remember him doing that to the Bruiser in their earlier controversial battle where he dumped the man, slid him over to the ring post, the steel ring post, and slammed his leg into it and injured the leg. I can remember when he did it to Pat O'Connor right here on Wrestling at the Chase. The Bruiser realized what was coming. As strong as he is, but he put that boot underneath Flair's chin. I tell you, Mickey and I nearly ended up out on Lindell Boulevard, and probably Flair wishes he had been there after taking that pile driver on the cement floor. That's the same thing that the Bruiser did to Harley Race and knocked him out of that big tag match where he was supposed to join Crusher Blackwell against the Bruiser and Andre the Giant. If you can put somebody like Race out, well, you do that to somebody like Ric Flair. Flair has something to think about. Oh, look at that body slam by Dewey Robertson. What a test it should be when Robertson squares off with Dory Funk Jr., the former world champion, the man who held the gold belt some 4.5 years. A true test of wrestling skills. I think you're going to see holds and speed in there. It's going to be hard to duplicate in any match because Robertson and Dory Funk Jr. are two brilliant wrestlers. Tempers may get a little ragged because there's so much at stake, unquestionably, but what a great match that is, Robertson and Dory Funk Jr.
I tell you, watching the Bruiser there, he grabbed both belts. He wasn't going to give it up. And the referee, Eddie Smith, had a hard time getting the championship belt back.
Well, I'll tell you something. Flair was in no condition to go after it. McFarland ducks underneath Robertson. Oh, McFarland nails Robertson with an elbow right on top of the head. Dewey dumped by Ron McFarland.
The last comment by Dick the Bruiser to referee Eddie Smith was, "I'll get it back."
That's what he said to Smith. I'll get it back. And I don't know if Flair's in any condition to hear us saying that or hear that repeated right now. But it'll get back to him, I'm sure. I'll get it back. The uncrowned world champion sent a message loud and clear to Ric Flair. Boy, did Flair hit that table. If he doesn't have a busted rib or them stitches in his head, it's going to be a miracle. McFarland pounds on the back of Dewey Robertson. You don't often see the Bruiser use the pile driver. Only at certain times against the toughest of opponents, but the Bruiser has a wicked pile driver. Ask Flair for references. Ask Harley Race.
And he pulled it on Flair right on the concrete, not on the mat.
Oh, yeah, which is hard enough to begin with. You can hurt a man badly there, but that floor doesn't give any. There's nothing there. That's, oh, brother. You know what? Flair was out. When the referee counted to 20, Flair was down, out, and gone. Goodbye, Eileen. I mean, it was all over. They could have counted to 60, and Flair still would have been down there. McFarland working on the throat of Dewey Robertson. McFarland stalks Robertson in the corner. Robertson whipped to the ropes. McFarland again with that big elbow. Robertson getting into some trouble against Ron McFarland. McFarland's a tough cookie. He throws him in again, lines up the elbow, misses. Oh, Robertson goes behind McFarland. Atomic knee drop on Ron McFarland. McFarland staggers to the corner, and Dewey Robertson right on top of him. The smooth-moving Canadian with a kick right underneath the knee. Another knee drop into the thigh, into the hip. McFarland taking another kick to the thigh. Robertson dragging him into the center of the ring. He's going for the figure four. The figure four leg lock. The figure four leg lock by Dewey Robertson. Look at him stretch it out. Stretching out the figure four. McFarland tries out and submits. Dewey Robertson with the figure four leg lock. Think he'd love to put that on Dory Funk Jr.? The figure four, Robertson, a big winner. The crowd standing, and Patera kicks Robertson away. Patera is no slouch. Patera attacks from behind on Robertson with the forearm. That was a legal blow. Robertson arm whipped. Oh, and Robertson comes off with a knee lift while Patera was waiting for the backflip. Robertson covers Patera. Try for a pin before Patera's shoulders are up. A knee into the rib cage by Patera. Second knee, that one underneath the chin. Robertson stunned. Forearm smash to the head. Robertson fighting back.
10 minutes have elapsed, 5 minutes left.
5 minutes remain. The Missouri State Championship on the line as Ken Patera defends the throne against Dewey Robertson. Robertson has the leg. He kicks Patera in the knee. Spreads the legs. Robertson to the air. Oh, right into the hamstring muscles. Dropping his own knees into the hamstrings on both sides of Ken Patera. Double knee stomp against the ears. Patera down. Robertson covers. Count of one. Count of two. And just at two, Patera shoves Robertson off. Patera has run into a buzzsaw named Dewey Robertson. Patera with a headbutt to the stomach. Oh, a chop to the throat, right to the windpipe. I don't know if it was with the inside of the hand or with the extended fingers. It was hard to tell from this vantage point, but it certainly was effective. You don't have to give Patera much of an opening. An inch is as good as 10 inches as far as he's concerned. Any little opening and Patera will take advantage. He tells the referee that he's using the hand, and that's questionable probably. Oh, Robertson blocked that thrust into the corner, and he grabbed Patera's head, but Patera fights right back. And now Patera and Robertson toe-to-toe. Robertson getting the better of it. Patera staggering, and down he goes before Robertson can throw another punch. Oh, Robertson stops right on the head of the Missouri State champion. Robertson working with the boots across the face of Patera. Patera crawling to the ropes. A knee drop to the neck, another knee to the neck, a third knee to the neck of Ken Patera by Dewey Robertson. And the crowd stands and applauds for Robertson. What a tremendous effort by Robertson as he tries to oust Ken Patera as the Missouri State ruler.
3 minutes left, 3 minutes.
Robertson catches Patera in the abdominal stretch. The abdominal stretch by Robertson on Patera. If Patera gives up, that Missouri title belt is going to Dewey Robertson. Patera grabbing for the hair, now pulling up the bottom leg. And a hip toss by Patera breaks the abdominal stretch of Dewey Robertson. That was pure muscle there. The muscle certainly does help. Oh, there's Patera with the full Nelson. Can he swing it? Can he make it a swinging neck breaker? Robertson pulls himself to the ropes and then bounces the head of Patera into the top turnbuckle. Dewey Robertson showing us a lot. Even Mickey Garagiola shaking his head in admiration for Dewey Robertson. He is giving Patera a battle. Running body slam by Robertson. This could be it. Count of 1, 2, Patera shoves off Robertson. I see some blood from the shoulder of Patera. He suffered a skinned shoulder and blood is trickling down the arm and the shoulder of Ken Patera. Oh, beautiful move by Patera. This could be it. The front rolling cradle and Robertson just gets free at the count of 2. Side headlock by Patera. He's thrown away by Robertson. Oh! Robertson's head forward. They collide. Patera trying to keep his balance. Down he goes. Patera, I see Patera. He's bleeding from the forehead too. A cut across the forehead of Ken Patera. Patera has a scrape on his shoulder. He has a bloody forehead. And he throws a punch at Dewey Robertson. Patera still hanging in there. You think this man is easy to take the Missouri State title away from? You're kidding yourself if you think that. Because Patera is as tough and strong and well-rounded an athlete as there is in any sport anywhere.
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
1 minute remaining. Patera missed with the elbow drop. Robertson sees Patera down there. Giant splash. He covers Patera. Count of 1, count of 2, and Patera gets the shoulder up. Bloody but unbowed Ken Patera just refusing to break as Robertson tries to take the Missouri crown away from him. Patera gouging the eyes of Robertson. Time running out. Robertson has to turn it on. As far as Patera is concerned, a draw is as good as a win because the Missouri crowd stays with him. A smash to the back of Dewey Robertson. Patera lifts Robertson. Falling body slam by Patera. He covers the challenger. Count of 2 and Robertson gets away. Both men having their chances in this fantastic battle. Each man has had the opportunity to put the other away and just missed. Robertson with a punch to the stomach. A back rolling cradle by Robertson, but Patera's in the ropes. There'll be no pin here. There's the bell. The time limit has expired. So the match is a draw, but of course that means that Ken Patera retains the Missouri title, not that Dewey Robertson didn't give Patera everything he could handle. Well, let's make it official, and let's hear from Mickey Garagiola.
This is a 15-minute time limit draw. Ken Patera retains the Missouri State champion and title belt.